In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to set up Supabase Backend step by step, beginner tutorial 2026. We'll start right at the source. Open your browser and head over to supabase.com. Supabase is a developer-friendly backend built on Postgres with authentication, storage, and instant APIs. So this will give you a solid foundation for your app. Next, log into your Supabase account. Use whichever sign-in option you prefer. Email, GitHub, or Google, and you'll land on the dashboard quickly. On the homepage, choose your organization. This is the workspace where your projects live, so selecting the right organization keeps everything tidy and accessible for your team or your solo projects. Now, let's create a project. Click New Project, give it a clear, memorable name, and set a strong database password. Treat this like production from day one. Use a unique, complex password and store it securely with a password manager. Your database password is used for your Postgres instance, so keep it private. Choose a region close to your users. This helps reduce latency and speed up requests. If your audience is global, pick a region that's geographically central to most of your traffic or aligns with your existing infrastructure. Supabase will now provision your resources. This can take a couple of minutes as it spins up your Postgres database, APIs, and default configuration. Don't worry if the UI updates slowly, just let it complete. If you see the option again, confirm by clicking Create New Project to finalize any pending prompts. Once your project is ready, you'll see the main dashboard. The table editor is where you can manage your database tables with a spreadsheet-like view, which is great for quick edits and sanity checks. Authentication lets you enable sign-in methods like email, Google, or GitHub and manage policies. The school editor is where you can run queries and migrations directly, perfect for more advanced changes. Storage is where you handle file uploads and buckets for images, documents, and other assets. Let's create your first table. Go to Database, then Table Editor, and click New Table. Give the table a practical name like tasks or users so it's easy to understand later. Add your columns, for example, ID for a primary key, title for a short text field, and is complete for a true or false status. If available, set ID to auto-generate and give is complete a default of false. When you're happy with the structure, click Save, and your table is ready to use via the built-in API. That's it. You've set up a Supabase backend, learned the core dashboard areas, and created your first table. Save your credentials, and you're ready to build.